Hey everyone, this is Unlock24, and today we're going to be going over the new mini box that they're releasing. That's Blades of Spirits. For Honor They Fight, Mighty Warriors will Blade Unite. So basically, this box is introducing six samurais. It's also updating the Hyper Lady theme, and it's adding basically a Call of the Hunted for level 4 monsters. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First of all, we have the Ultra Rare as Great Shogun Shin. Overall, I think the samurai deck is going to be decent. It's not going to be as good as it can be, as they didn't give us Grandmaster. So the decks, I think it's going to be like tier 2, 2.5, maybe even 3. It's not going to be as good until we get Grandmaster and some of the other cards. Overall, I think we only got several, like the weaker samurais, I think, and this guy, Great Shogun Shin, if you don't know what it does, is if you control 2 or more face-up 6 samurai monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card each turn. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. So overall, the effect is extremely good. However, you do need to have 2 6 samurai monsters. You might be able to do something with the monster that revives a level 3 samurai, and then maybe have it after summon another samurai and then summon this guy. But most of the time it's gonna be if you're not doing something like that, or if you're not using the trap card that basically it's like a powerful rebirth. It's basically a Call of the Hunted. Then most of the time it's gonna be hard for you to summon this guy, because it does require 2 6 samurais. So overall, it's gonna be a decent deck, but not great. Then the other, let me see. Well, let me go all the way down so I can go ahead and see the ultra rares and then the super rares. Alright, so Great Shogun Shin, we gone over the other ultra rares. Elemental Hero Neos Alias, basically a Gemini 1900 attack level 4 that can turn itself into an Elemental Hero Neos whenever he's second summoned. You're most of the time not going to be using the second effect. You're going to be using this guy as a beatdown card, and I don't know, you might try to do something weird with dinosaurs, as dinosaurs are getting another, I think, 1900 attacker out of this mini box, and you might be able to do a maybe a normal beatdown deck. But for now, this guy isn't gonna do much other than beatdown, as we don't have the cards. And the TCG is actually really good, and you can do some crazy OTKs with it, but we don't have emergency call yet. We're missing a ton of elemental hero, I guess, support, and we don't have Exceed monsters yet, and this card is going to be amazing when Exceed monsters comes out. But for now, it's going to be a decent beat stick, or I mean, you could put it in Gemini deck, but that's basically about it. Alright, the next one, Superconductor Trino. It's a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 level 8 dinosaur. Once per turn, you contribute 1 monster. Inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. This card cannot declare an attack the turn this effect is activated. So you might see this in some burn decks, but I don't think it's going to see that much play. It's really high level. Maybe if you can use a monster that requires, or that acts as 2 tributes, or maybe with a hero emerges. But other than that, I don't think it's going to see that much play. Alright, and Nishi Shin's Chancellor. Again, this is level 6, cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 2 6 samurai monsters from your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster, destroy that target. This card cannot declare an attack turn you activate this card. I can see maybe running one of these guys. You don't want it to clog up like early in the game. I don't know, maybe even 2, because you do need to have 2 6 samurai monsters in the graveyard. You might be able to do like a deck with a Magical Merchant or something like that, and maybe be able to summon this guy extremely quick with Magical Merchant, or basically that's about it. The games in Duel Links don't really last that long, and by the time you already have 2 monsters in your graveyard, the game might already be over. But I don't know, there could be some strategies with this where this guy's a little bit. I mean, it works better than I think it would, but we'll see. Alright, the Immortal Bushi. While this card is face up on the field, it cannot be tributed, except for the tribute summon of a warrior type monster. During your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and all the monsters in your graveyard are warrior type, you can special summon this card. You must also control no monsters to activate it and to resolve this effect. So basically, you're going to be using this to tribute the Great Shogun Shin if you don't have a second the second samurai. It's a shame that it's not a samurai, but I mean it's a decent, basically a Treeborn Frog for warriors. Tiki Curse. Basically it's a trap card that can be when you activate it turns into a monster, and while this card is let's say. While this card is an effect monster, it cannot. If another trap card that is a monster battles an opponent monster, after damage calculation destroy that opponent monster. So basically, it gives like a Sasuke Samurai effect to any monster or any trap monster that does battle. That's a decent card, I guess. Fire Formation Gyoku, basically a lockdown card. Activate this card by targeting one set spell or trap card your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate that target card in response to this card's activation. While this card is face up on the field, that set card cannot be activated. Obvious word type monsters you control gaining 100. So basically, it's a an MST or a Twister that stays up that can that has a counter to it, and it gives 100 attack boost. But if you are using this card, you're not using it for the 100 attack. I mean, the 100 attack is just basically a plus. You're basically using it to lock your opponent down. You might see some play. I don't know. Alright, Harpie Dancer. I have no idea why this isn't an ultra rare. This card is extremely good, and in the Harpie deck, if we are able to get a second Harpie's Hunting Ground, this card would be extremely broken. It makes it to where you can basically destroy the entire back row of your opponent if you have this card out. And if you don't know what it does, is if you can target one win monster you control, return it to the hand. So basically, you return the summoned Harpie Lady. Then you can normal summon one win monster. So basically, you can resummon that monster again. You can only use this effective Harpie Dancer once per turn. This card's name becomes Harpie Lady while it's on the field or in the graveyard. So again, you can destroy the entire back row if you have Harpie's Hunting Ground out, and if you can bring this out with a Harpie Lady already on the field. So it's really good. It should have been an ultra rare. I don't know why it's a super rare. Power for Rebirth, again, just a basically a Call of the Hunted for level 4 monsters. The only thing that this has going for it is that whenever this card is destroyed, your monster doesn't get destroyed. So I could see maybe some handless balance. Handless balance. I thought I said it incorrectly, but using this deck along with Storm, they can bring back either the Cybernetic Cyclopean or Swift Gaia, and that's basically where I'm seeing this card. And then maybe some Samurai decks, but the Samurai decks again, I don't think they're gonna do that well. This card it's gonna be huge for that handless balance deck. Powerful Rebirth. Parallel Twister. So basically, a Twister with a cost. Send one other spell trap card you control to the graveyard, then target one card on the field, destroy it. So the only good thing about this is that the card that you're targeting doesn't have to be face up. Cyber Harpie Lady should have been at least a super rare, if not an ultra, although it's a rare in this mini box. This card name is always treated as Harpie Lady, so you're going to be able to run 3 of her, and that's basically it. You can't run any other Harpie Lady, because this guy, she's treated as a Harpie Lady. It's a huge 1800 attack, level 4, so again, it should have been a super rare, not an ultra. Planet Goblin, basically just a beat stick level 4 that can not be changed of cards or enemy controlled or anything. Elemental Dark Neos, don't see it. Maybe some fun decks, but other than that, I don't really see much of him being used. Neo-Spacian Dark Panther, this is actually a really good tech for some random decks. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. While you control this face-up card, this card's name is effect, and effect becomes those of that target. I remember running this guy in a side deck. Sabersaurus is a 1900 beat stick that it's a dinosaur, so it's going to be a monster whenever the field spell is out. So again, dinosaurs might be seeing a comeback with this card. I don't know how much of a comeback it'll be, but I'll go ahead and give it a try. Sanji of the Six Samurai, 1800 attack, 1300 defense. Basically, any monster battles it, I think it gets destroyed. So at the end of the damage step of this card attack, destroy the monster this card attack. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate and resolve this effect. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. Alright, so you do have to have another 6 samurai on the field. Yaichi, 1300. Once per turn, you can target one set spell or trap card, destroy that target. You must control a face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name to activate and resolve this effect. This monster cannot declare an attack during the turn its effect activates. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up 6 samurai monster you control. So basically they all have that same protection effect. Iru of a 6 samurai, 1700, level 4. Dark, and the start of damage to this card attack a face down defense position monster, destroy a monster. You have to control another monster, and you can just defend it with another one instead. Sheen's Foot Soldier, another 6 samurai card, but it's I don't know why they name it 6 samurai. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 3 or lower 6 samurai monster from your deck. And that's the card I was talking about earlier. Sheen's Castle of Mist. When a 6 samurai monster is attacked, the attacking monster loses 500 attack during damage calculation only. It's a decent spell card. Hand of the 6 samurai. Remember, these things were crazy expensive when they came out. I think they were like 120 to 150. It was a secret rare out of the set that it came out. If you control another face-up 6 samurai monster, you contribute 1 6 samurai monster to target one monster in the field, destroy that target. So with the swarm effect, basically, you're really not losing anything because 6 samurais usually just swarm. Let's see, Fire King Avatar Bearing. So I might be doing a Fire King deck after this set gets released. I have a face-up Fire King monster you control, destroyed by a card effect. You can special summon this card from your hand during the next standby phase after this card was destroyed by a card effect, and sent to the graveyard. Add 1 Fire King card from your deck to your hand except Fire King Avatar Bearing. Hasty Flame. Hasty Flames are also getting some support. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to be that great. But I mean, support is support. Cannot be special summoned except by Hasty Flame monster's effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with the card effects. You can send 1 fire monster from your hand to the graveyard and tribute this card. Special summon 2 Hasty Flame monsters from your deck. You can only use the effect of Hasty Flame per turn once per turn. Decent card, I guess. Neos Knight. Elements for your Neos and 1 warrior type monsters. This might be decent. You do have to have a Neos, but you can do the alias after it's second summoned, or you can actually do a hero merges and summon the actual Neos. This card gains attack equal to have the attack of the warrior type fusion material used for its fusion summon except redundant to hero Neos. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. Your opponent takes no battle damage from attacking involving this card. So the huge drawback is that your opponent doesn't take any damage, but I mean it's a decent card, I guess. Yarisa of the 6 samurai. While you control face-up 6 samurai monster with a different name, this card can attack your opponent directly. I don't think that's going to see that much play. And he's actually thinking attack twice, I think. While you control your 6 samurai monster with a different name, this card can attack twice during each of your battle phase. And then common, I think it destroys back. I can't remember, or face downs. Once per turn, you can target one face-up spell or trap card, destroy that target. You must control face-up 6 samurai. Legendary Bound Steed. Basically everything else is going to be useless, I think. Equivalent to 6 samurai monster against 200 attack and defense will be destroyed. Destroy this card instead. Swift Strike Armor, another 6 samurai card. In your draft phase, each time you draw a 6 samurai monster, you can reveal it, special summon it. Heroes Roll 2. Negate the activation of an effect monster spell or trap card that targets a card or cards in the graveyard and destroy it. Hero Mask. Not really going to do much of anything. Target one face-up monster you control. Send 1 elemental hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do that, target's name becomes that set monster's name to the end phase. Legacy of Heroes. I don't remember this card. Return 2 fusion monsters from your graveyard. That's why I don't. From your graveyard to the extra deck. That is, list a hero monster material. Draw 3 cards. You can only activate 1 Legacy of Hero per turn. 6 Strike Triple Impact. If you control 3 or more face-up 6 samurai, which is going to be extremely hard to do, you can activate one of these effects. Draw a face-up monster your opponent controls. Draw a face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls. Destroy a set spell or trap card your opponent controls. It's a decent card, I guess. Sheen's Scheme. All 6 samurai monster you control is destroyed by battle. Special summon it up to 2 6 samurai monsters from your hand. I think this one's going to be seeing a little bit more play than any of the other ones. Copy Knight. Continuous. When level 4 or lower warrior type monsters normal summon to your side of the field, special summon this card as a normal monster with the same name as the level as a normal summon monster. This might be useful with Sheen, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try with this guy and see if I can summon Sheen out way faster. So Copy Knight, I think, is gonna be one of the better trap cards. 3 of a Kind. If you control 3 or more monsters with the same name except tokens, target 3 cards your opponent controls destroys. Target, never gonna happen. Hasty Flame Cerberus. It's a 6. You can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1,000. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hasty card from your deck to your hand. Okay, more hasty flame support. Hazy Glory. Alright, Hazy Glory, another continuous. You can you can normal summon Hazy Flame monsters for 1 less tribute. You can send this face-up card from your field to the graveyard to target 1 hasty card in your graveyard except Hazy Glory. Add that card to your hand. Hazy Flame Manticore. That's a weird spelling. Manticore. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, which I think all Hazy Flames can't be targeted. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can send 1 fire monster except this card from your hand or face up from your side of the field to the graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn. Alright, so this is actually a decent card. Temple of the Mind's Eye. Any battle damage player takes becomes 1,000. It's a field spell. It might be good maybe in a in that Mana Ray deck that I made the other day or that I played with. And any other direct attack monsters is actually going to be really good with this. So I think I'm going to try it out in that Manta Ray deck, see how well it works. But I think that's going to be it for the full, I guess, review. Overall, I think the best cards in the entire set are going to be the Alias, the Cyber Harpie Ladies, and all the Harpie Lady support. The 6 Samurais are going to be decent. The better card or the best card in the whole set of things is going to be Powerful Rebirth. I guess Twister could be decent, or Parallel Twister is going to be decent also. And overall, this copy of Knight might be decent in a Warrior deck also. Sheens, I mean, I'm definitely going to get the box, I think, but the things I'm going to be looking for is the Harpie Lady support, and I guess the 6 Samurai with the Powerful Rebirth. So I think that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. And don't forget to become a subscriber, as I am going to give one of my subscribers an Xbox 3, not a 360, an Xbox One S. It's going to be the 1st of January. So do become a subscriber, and I guess I'll see you next time.